Hi everyone. In this video, I'm going to play you the musical example on the Type 1 Sonata sheet, the overture from the Marriage of Figaro. Just want to give you a kind of rundown and overview of the Type 1 Sonata. So as you'll learn in this handout and as you'll see on the homework, you're just going to get an expositional rotation, so basically an exposition, and you're going to get a recapitulation, all the things you expect, and there's going to be no development section in between. In this particular piece, we're just going to get a very, very brief link on the 5 chord. Remember, if you see 5A, that means an active 5. Anyhow, let's go ahead and listen to the exposition, and it's just going to be pretty standard. Only thing that's noteworthy, I think, is that the medial caesura is going to be a half cadence in the original key. So let's go ahead and listen to that much. I guess another feature here to look at is the fact that there's an S1.1 and an S1.2. It just means there's kind of two distinct thematic ideas within S. So we're here in P. Transition, we're going to build some energy. Dominant prolongation, medial caesura, S in the key of the dominant. So that's 1.2. Kind of the same idea, so I'm not yet there. Here we go, PAC, closing theme. So after all this is all we get here. Big 5 prolongation. Anyway, I'm going to stop us right here. So not right now, we're just kind of having instead of having a development, we're just going to have a prolongation of the 5 chord. And then that's going to bring us to a standard recapitulation. And a couple interesting things about this recap. One is that the transition is now going to be a dissolving type. So it's actually going to spin out of P. It's going to be a different transition than you got over here. Yeah, I guess that's about it. Other than that, it's kind of interesting because there's really no reason for Mozart to make a change because they both have the same half cadence. So it's actually quite interesting that he would do this anyhow. I guess it allows him to get a little bit more of a sense of the crux effect. So here we go. So now here's P again, but now we make it the transition. So it is dissolving one. There we go, medial caesura, S1.1. That's 1.2. So waiting around. Of course, this is all in the tonic. Okay, but then we'll repeat that. Now we get it PC, and I'll close them. And then after all that, we get a little coda based on the transition. All right, well, there we go. When thinking about the Type 1 Sonata, you'll notice, especially in these fast tempo movements, that really what you're presented with is a bunch of colorful themes. It lacks some of the seriousness that you might associate with a full-on Type 3 sonata. And so they are usually, Type 1 sonatas are usually fairly simple affairs. The one you're going to do for your homework is going to be an example of a slow movement Type 1 sonata. And I think in that case, part of the reason for doing the Type 1 sonata is because with a slow movement, you keep the piece from being too long. Anyhow, good luck on that homework.